What's going on, guys? So I'm really excited to share with you what I've been working on for the past couple of weeks. But first and foremost, I do want to give you guys a big thank you for all the support that I got in my previous video of me getting laid off. A lot of words of wisdom down in the comments, people going as far out to reach out to me on LinkedIn, Instagram, send me emails. I'm going to try and respond to them as best I can moving forward. But the last couple of weeks, I've just been working on what I'm about to show you here today. But you know who else is a surprise guest on this channel? Our sponsor, nobody. So this is the landing site of the website, and the first thing I want to say is I highly suggest you guys bookmark this page. If you don't want to bookmark it, because this does really help me out, if you want to bookmark my Amazon link, my Best Buy link, or Walmart link, anything that you guys buy on those websites using my links actually gives me a bit of a kickback at no cost to you. I just kind of have to say that now moving forward, but this website I believe is going to be better than what you currently see here, just because it's Black Friday, Cyber Monday. A lot of that stuff is here at the top. But before I go into anything else, I just want to say this is a very early build. This is alpha. If you don't know what the semantic version is, apologize, but just know this is very early build. If you have any feedback for me, what you can do is go to the right hand side here. Forgot to mention, if you're on the right hand side using a mobile device, this is your experience. And then if you're using this on a tablet or desktop, the left hand side is what you're going to see. But I would say just click on About Us, scroll to the bottom, and then any feedback you guys have for me, just go to Instagram, Twitter, or email me directly. If you click on any of those links, it'll actually take you directly to that application if it's installed on your device. I want to show you guys the Black Friday sales. So yes, if you do click on Amazon, it'll take you to Amazon. Anything that you buy on this site, I'll get a bit of a kickback. Same with Walmart as well. And Best Buy. Best Buy's not going to work because I have Pi-hole and I basically block a lot of Best Buy tracking. But for like 99.99% of people around the world, it's going to work for you, no problem. But if you want to look at some of the picks that I've been looking at on Black Friday, this is like two things. So the first one is, Black Friday can be a bit overwhelming. So what I've done is, for 4K Blu-ray movies specifically, if you just want to see what is offered, you can go here, click on Amazon if you want to shop on Amazon for 4K movies, and all the Black Friday deals for 4K Blu-ray films will show up here. Anything that you buy, I'll get a bit of a kickback. And once again, if you have the app installed, it will bring up the app instead. So I can break down more categories to make it a bit easier for you guys, because I know it can be a bit overwhelming shopping on Black Friday. But just for some other general deals as well, if you want to just look at televisions, I've linked some televisions that I think are some pretty good deals. Products that I recommend and products that I own, you can also filter by that. As you can see, the only television that I personally own is the C4. But for some of these other televisions that I think are great deals, you can click on any of these links and go directly to that retailer. But once again, I'll try to break down those categories. So I'll have things like computer, smartphone, just to make it a little bit easier for you guys to navigate the whole Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So once the Black Friday and Cyber Monday stuff is gone, a lot of this stuff is probably going to go away, and you're going to get into the actual bedrock of my website. So whenever new products come out or any products I do unboxing of, they're going to show up here on this featured products carousel. Oops, that was not what I wanted to do. But yes, this is a featured product carousel. And what you want to do is, if you are interested in any of the products that you see here, let's just say I'm interested in the iPhone Air. I can click here and I'll see a bit of, some general technical specifications. And this was definitely inspired by GSM Arena. I'm not going to sit here and say I came up with this myself, but I just want to take what GSM Arena has and modernize it a bit, make it a bit more user-friendly. But if you want to look at the full specifications, and I'll do this on the OnePlus 15, which recently dropped, you'll see here, in terms of released MSRP, I'll have the price here at the top. When it was released, once again, this is an alpha build. Information is not correct. I'll have to update that in the database. But once again, I'm trying to have it be a bit more user-friendly in terms of the information that people see. And then some of these badges here are clickable. So if you're like, what is an X-axis linear motor? If you click on it, it'll tell you that's haptic feedback. So it's kind of cutting through the marketing that these companies have. So for example, like ProMotion, Apple says that a lot. What does that actually mean? It's the adaptive refresh rate that goes up to 120 hertz. Looks a little bit different on Mobile devices, it goes down here for OnePlus. As you can see, it goes up to 165. For gaming purposes, you know, what was released with the OS, the camera systems, stuff like that. And then any reviews that I have linked to it, I'll actually have that down below. So if I just go to the phone main page and I click on, oh, you can see it here. So you can just say, hey, I want to see what this guy was talking about with the iPhone Air. That's my unboxing. The other one is like the first impressions, but if I click on here, scroll to the bottom, my videos should still be featured here. Don't have any affiliates with Apple. Once again, I have an affiliate disclosure on all the affiliates that I work with, but I do think the best price you can get for Apple products, I would say, is through Apple when it comes to the smartphones, I will say. Otherwise, go through your carrier, but if you're doing like laptops and stuff, Best Buy is actually a pretty good choice, as well as Walmart. But yes, going over to laptops here, you'll see that it's a little bit different. Laptops have a bit more configuration, customization. So I have like the different processors that are listed, different graphics or GPUs that are listed, different memory options that you can configure, the different storage options as well. Still the same thing where if you are like, what is wide color P3? You can click on that and it just says P3 wide color gamut. But try to be a little bit more descriptive on what all this information means. Once again, I'd say if you want to customize a laptop, definitely buy it through Apple. Otherwise, just use Best Buy or Amazon, in my personal opinion. There is a compare feature. If you do want to go between light mode, dark mode, you can do that. Since there's only one laptop, I can't really show anything there. But once again, this is where inspiration comes from GSM Arena. So if you want to compare, and I'll do this on this side too, just to give you guys a fair comparison. This is where GSM Arena comes into play, as well as like Apple as well, where you can compare different devices. But the nice thing is you can do cross comparison between different phone brands. So if you're like, hey, I want to decide between whether I want the iPhone Air or the Pixel 10 Pro XL or the iPhone 17 Pro Max versus the iPhone Air, I'd say if you're doing Apple, they have a pretty comprehensive, but anything else, you know, I'll try to expand this list out. But this is kind of like the foundation of what I'm trying to build out. Other than that, that's pretty much the website. If you're curious about like my mission and stuff, you can just go to About Us. That's listed here. In terms of privacy policy, I do have all this information here. Once again, I only work with these specific affiliates. I don't track any personal identifiable information. If you do leave my site, I do say that you're pretty much at the mercy of those third-party sites. But that's pretty much it. Have a little bit of Easter eggs here and there around the entire site. But do appreciate every single support that I got in that last video and all the people that do watch this channel. Last thing I almost forgot is sponsors. So any sponsors that I work with within the past 120 days, they'll be listed here. As you can see, it's nobody. But previous sponsors that have been on the channel, I do have them listed here. So Intel is listed here. Herman Miller Gaming is also listed here. Samsung is listed here as well. If you want to know a little bit more about their website or a little bit more about them, you can go directly there. As you can see, it's Black Friday. Also, would be working with previous sponsors if there's any things that they want me to have here. I'll have it listed here in this like expandable card that I have. But as you can see, nobody is the active sponsor, but that should change in the upcoming days. Upcoming weeks, I should say, but click on Black Friday here at the top, takes you to that Black Friday page. I'll probably have buttons up here, once again, listed for Walmart, Amazon, and Best Buy. But yeah, this video has gone on long enough.
Just realized I never did a proper outro, editing the video right now, but appreciate every single sub, like, and comment. Hope you guys have a good, happy Thanksgiving if you do celebrate it. Any holidays that are coming up, wish you the best. And as always, guys, much love.